Welcome to the Now. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Gray Haddock.
Everyone get out those tinfoil hats. It's conspiracy theory time. This one doesn't have to do with the fake moon landing, the Department of Energy facility in Rowan County, Indiana, or Elvis being alive, or anything like that. However, it's actually about the future of PC gaming.
Not content to throw Microsoft under the bus once already, Epic's CEO Tim Sweeney is firing warning shots at Microsoft again over Windows 10. Only now he's indicating that they are going to purposefully ruin PC gaming for their own benefit.
Wow, that's a step up from the last time he called out Windows 10. Saying that they're gonna degrade an entire software distribution platform is a pretty serious allegation.
Right, so this new rant from Sweeney comes courtesy of a recently published interview in Edge magazine, where the CEO claimed that Microsoft will intentionally make Steam progressively worse through a series of small updates to Windows 10.
Yeah, he does have a tinfoil hat. Before getting to the wild section of the interview, Sweeney also talks about the history of Epic and how they've changed the focus of their business, until, however, the interviewer asks him about Microsoft trying to lock down PC gaming into a closed platform.
And that's when things go a little bit off the rails. Sweeney states that if Microsoft convinces developers to start abandoning Win32 apps, the format in which most games are made, it'll only be a matter of time before Microsoft forces all apps and games to go through the Windows Store and away from Steam.
Sweeney said, once we reach that point, the PC has become a closed platform. It won't be that one day they flip a switch that'll break your Steam library. What they're trying to do is a series of sneaky maneuvers. They make it more and more inconvenient to use the old apps, and simultaneously, they try to become the only source for the new ones. And in that, he described every operating system upgrade and every program update ever made. Yeah. They're all like that.
Welcome to the game. He seems pretty sure about all of that. He even doubled down on the comments, going on to say, slowly over the next 5 years, they will force patch Windows 10 to make Steam progressively worse and more broken. They'll never completely break it, but will continue to break it until in 5 years, people are so fed up that Steam is buggy that the Windows Store seems like an ideal alternative.
Wow, tell us how you really feel, Sweeney. Just in case there was any question about whether or not the CEO was predicting that Microsoft would engage in antitrust policies with their Universal Windows platform, he later said that's exactly what they've done before with other products.
Although, in fairness, he also speculated that Microsoft might be too dumb to actually carry any of this out, saying...
Okay, I mean, bright side?
Microsoft might not be competent enough to succeed with their plan, but they are certainly trying.
Hey, at least he's sort of giving them the benefit of the doubt there. Since we're dealing with print, these statements were probably given quite a while ago, but that hasn't stopped Sweeney from standing behind the original quotes.
Yesterday, he tweeted about the whole ordeal, saying that his opinions are largely unchanged since speaking with the author. However, he hasn't seen the actual article yet.
People criticizing Microsoft's attempts to make the Windows Store into the new hotness for PC gaming is nothing new, but it's not every day that the CEO of a major gaming company chimes in at this level. And not only a major gaming studio, but also the creators of one of the graphics engines that powers most of the AAA games that we play.
But that hasn't stopped Sweeney from coming out in full force against Microsoft before. Back in March, he wrote a blistering op-ed for The Guardian, stating that developers must fight Microsoft's PC gaming ambitions and calling the Universal Windows platform a monopoly on PC gaming.
Yeah, only Steam is allowed to monopolize us, damn it. What, are we gonna also force down GOG, all of the other options? Yeah, they're all gonna get patched out.
Right. So how valid are Sweeney's claims? On the surface, they might seem to line up with where Microsoft ultimately wants to take PC gaming, putting as much of it under their umbrella as possible. But at the moment, this seems more of a slippery slope what-if argument than anything else.
Yeah, for one, Microsoft has specifically said they want to bring more of their own games to Steam in the long term. Phil Spencer said as much just last month. That hardly syncs up with the evil corporate entity who wants to wall off all of PC gaming.
And second, if Microsoft really wants to monopolize PC gaming, they'd probably better fix the PC gaming experience on their own games first. So it's no secret that previous releases have had their own share of problems. Both Rise of the Tomb Raider and Quantum Break encountered a number of performance and gameplay issues when they first launched on PC.
Fortunately for PC gamers, it does seem like they're at least listening to feedback on these issues and working to improve the overall experience. In addition to their Xbox Anywhere program, it also sounds like some of the upcoming ports of their major first-party releases are getting a lot of TLC. That stands for Tender Love and Care.
Oh, all right. Yeah. It's not the Learning Channel anymore.
And also, there's that band, I think.
Gears of War 4.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Gears of War 4 in particular, I'm going to save you from my dancing. They reportedly have some amazing features when it hits PC. Features like dynamic resolution support for ultra-wide displays, up to 4K resolution for select texture groups, full keyboard and mouse remapping, and wow, an actual flexible mouse,
Nice,
keyboard,
right?
Okay, great. And even a benchmark mode.
All of which should be good news to a guy like Tim Sweeney, since his company only created the Gears of War franchise to begin with. No big deal.
No, but none of that quite addresses Sweeney's real concern, which is about Microsoft's ability to cripple Steam and PC games in general if they so choose.
However, isn't creating an ecosystem where you get most of the cut off the top the ultimate design of every company with a marketplace? That's business. Apple, Google, Steam all own respective monopolies over their ecosystems. You can hardly blame Microsoft, who holds the keys to the operating system used by most people on the planet, for wanting to get as much of that pie as possible. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to technically force people into it, just that they're trying to build their presence.
Yeah, for some reason it's okay that Steam does it. Anybody else trying to do it, it's just being greedy apparently, but let's get real. Everybody's greedy.
Yeah, that's called business.
Yeah.
And Sweeney does have a point. One way for Microsoft to bring gamers into their fold would be to slowly trick people into doing it over time, rather than just pulling the plug on Win32 support and screwing over everyone simultaneously, because that would be noticed.
However, the other way to do that, and the way Microsoft seems to be angling at the moment, is to do whatever work you can to make Windows available to everyone and to make it a destination for PC gamers.
Yeah, the jury's out on how successful those attempts have been so far, but if Microsoft wanted to start killing support for Win32, they could have already done so. It seems that, for now at least, they'd rather put in the long-term work to make the platform more desirable. You know, like the high road option of trying to create a good platform that people want to use. They're not there yet, but it's definitely the more ethical option as opposed to forcing people into it. This marketplace is integrated with your Xbox and operating system already, so they're saying, why not make it your primary place to do business? That kind of thing. It makes more sense.
Yeah, and considering Epic's new game, Paragon, operates outside of Steam itself with its own launcher and client, much of this probably has to do with Sweeney not wanting to share any of that game's microtransaction pie with anybody else.
Yeah, you mean the CEO might be more concerned with making money than he is about protecting gamers' interests? That never happens. No. He hasn't accused anyone of doing that.
So what do you guys think about Sweeney's comments? Is Microsoft conspiring to make PC gaming worse on purpose? Let us know in the comments.
And for future updates on PC gaming and all its conspiracy theories, like this video and subscribe to the Know. Yeah. I mean, look, they could do it. They've been fined, billions of dollars, right? Have they been fined billions or just millions? Either way, there are some illions. They've been fined lots of illions of dollars for antitrust stuff in the past, but they haven't done anything shady for years.
No,
and
not so much.
The closest you get is forced upgrades for Windows 10, which, I don't know. I've still got a laptop that they haven't managed to upgrade, so I'm done pretty good. Granted, I haven't upgraded it because it can't run very much. Everything else I've upgraded, and I love it. Windows 10 works great. I don't know what people are on about.
Yeah, yay, business.
Business!